Heyman announces that Logan Paul and Austin Theory are your new tag team champions, channeling Howard Finkel. And he says, I tried to give you people Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi tonight. But he runs down Adam Pearce, and Pearce comes out telling him about the email. Heyman refers to, it doesn't matter if I hack into emails or I'm on calls I'm not supposed to be on. Some great Paul Heyman legendary lore of incidents. And states, well, he is informed by Pearce that the Boston Police Department have dropped the charges against Seth Rollins. And Heyman tries to no-sell it. He says, yeah, I knew that. Heyman explains, I fear no man. I'm the last manager standing from the 80s, and I'm the last promoter standing from the 90s. As we get our second Vince McMahon reference of the night.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Mm-hmm.
Pearce says that Rollins is also medically cleared. And with that, Rollins' music plays and he appears from behind Heyman. And he has also, thankfully, shed the ninja gear.
And the ninjas.
And the ninjas. Is all of that just in the rear view mirror from now through Mania?
I mean, maybe save for a WrestleMania entrance where I suppose they could do a New Rochelle game. To
Gunther just having to play whack-a-mole and find Seth.
I hope this is the end of the.
When I saw him in just a normal outfit, I was like, "Thank you." I think we're all ready to move on.
It's a really cool way of sort of like rolling that into it. He's like in a black suit with like a black trench coat.
Sure,
looks cool.
It's Punisher Seth. So Rollins shows up from behind and he's got the chair and hits Heyman from behind in the back with the chair. A nice nod to the multiple attacks of Seth in the past. And then he goes for a stomp when Gunther makes his return, dragging Seth into his peril, chokes out Seth. And somehow in all of this, Gunther managed to cut himself over his eye. They actually got color here in a sleeper spot.
He must have hit the back of his head on Seth's skull or something.
He hit it on something. Like he had a cut like above the eye here. Yeah. It was a nasty little cut that he got here. But there you go. I would say the two big question marks everyone had, it ended up being putting the two of them together. From my understanding, this is not like something they just came up with now. Once Bronson got hurt, I believe this was the plan that they were going with Gunther and Seth, and that's the match.
And what was Gunther's plan before?
Gunther's plan,
was it Ray?
The lineup I had, I did not have that as the plan, okay. But that could have been discussed. But I know as of about a month ago, after Bronson had been hurt, this was the direction for Gunther.
Okay. So what does this tell us about Braun Breaker and his prognosis?
I think that with Braun, I would imagine that he's going to be back pretty soon. I think it's just like, do they save him for Mania, the night after Mania? Like, I don't think he's going to be out for a super lengthy amount of time. He was reportedly backstage.
If he was ready, would they not have put him into this match against Rollins?
They could have, unless they have a bigger idea for it. And then it's like, we haven't done anything with Braun, and then Gunther's odd man out, and we need a spot for Gunther, and a big spot for Gunther as well. So it might have just been the case of, like, I don't know Braun's official clearance status, but it sounds like he should not be out for too much longer.
Okay, interesting. So, I mean, as a match, it sounds awesome. We just need a reason for it. And what do you think
I think the best you're going to get is Heyman needed his guys are hurt and he needed to enlist someone. And I don't know if you're going to get much more than that.
Yeah.
Heyman's got to cut a really big promo next week, I think, to explain this one. But it's, it's certainly like, this is now Seth's, I think, third opponent for WrestleMania.
That's crazy.
They've really been riddled with injury issues.
Yeah. Yeah. And, maybe just looking ahead, like having Heyman and Gunther attached together might naturally bring us to Gunther versus Brock.
Gunther versus Brock, Gunther versus Roman Reigns. Like, this might be a short-term thing, but you could argue, like, you could have some runway with this Heyman. Like, if Gunther's going to be programmed with these guys, like, Oh, sorry, you're talking like Gunther being on the opposite side of Brock. And
Yeah.
Right.
Possibly retiring Brock Lesnar is what I'm saying.
Yeah. And would you be seeing like Brock as a babyface at that point?
God. I mean, depends how Minnesota reacts to him, like for SummerSlam.
Yeah, that probably is the play. It could be, yeah. There's certainly a lot of ideas you could have coming out of this. I guess the bigger question is if you have Gunther go over Rollins. Like if you're building him up for all of this stuff, does it really, like the story kind of calls for a Rollins win, but I don't know if you want to be beating Gunther if there's bigger plans for Gunther. There
are bigger plans for Rollins. His feud is with Braun. His feud is with Bronson, right? So I think he could lose en route to finally like beating those guys.
If Breaker's healthy, you could also involve Breaker in the finish as well. True. That kind of, and then that detour Seth. And I would not want to be beating Gunther until it's like Seth is not the guy that should be beating this person. Like that should be, your next rung up. The Post Wrestling Cafe is your one-stop shop for all of the coverage that Post Wrestling has to offer. 2 big rewind-aways this month with WWF Insurrection from May of 2002. This UK-only pay-per-view featured the Raw brand going overseas and ending with the infamous plane ride from hell. Then we're going to take a look at AWA's Super Sunday from April of 1983. A new edition of Talk Can Be Yours, plus MCU Later, Book Club, and coverage of UFC 326, TNA Sacrifice, and of course, XL editions of Rewind to Raw, Dynamite, and SmackDown with all the news of the day. Join now at postwrestlingcafe.com.